Alright, we're in search of a new location. Never been down this trail. I don't know if you want to call it a road, but one time I spoke to law enforcement for the park, and he said there was a spot he thought would be good down this road, the clearing or opening or something. And I did see right when I got off the highway, not that far, there was a pretty nice location, looked really good, and I thought, well, I'm gonna go a little farther and see if I could find this opening he was talking about. And I ended up stuck on this road for like a mile. There's just no way to turn around with this big van, which is two-wheel drive. So I'll just give you a view of what this trail looks like. Alright, so here we are. This is a pretty nice little spot. There's just a little area to pull off and park off the trail. And then we've got nice target branches up here on this tree. And then sort of in front of the van also another very nice branch to hit if you're going to put a wire up. So I'm going to get my antenna up and then we'll see what'll happen. Well, as you can see, I caught a nice one on the first cast. So there's the tennis ball tied to the paracord. This is 100 feet of paracord. Both ends are off the ground, so we're a little over 50 feet up. I'm gonna hook up this antenna and get it up in there. Alright, well, we're set up here. I did a video on this antenna here about a week ago. It's kind of an experimental thing and it worked pretty well, so I built a little better one. So one guy on the comments called it inverted T. It's maybe a little more like an inverted Y if we get it up this high. But anyway, this is just a plain old vertical with 2 radials, and I've got the feed point close upper 40s, maybe 50 feet up. So, or I mean the top of the antenna. The feed point is more like about 15 feet. But anyway, we did 3 bands on it last time and it looks like it should work again. So 6 meters. Sorry about the camera here. Yeah, 6 meters. That we should make that tune at least close by. 15 was a little bit in the upper end of the band, but probably the tuner will take care of that as well. And 40 looked really nice, which is what it was cut for. So we're very close to the 1-to-1 is 7068. So let's get on there and see how it does. Alright, I'm about ready to call CQ. I called QRL a couple of times. It seems the frequency is open. I didn't see any other spots on that frequency. It's nice and quiet out here. So this is a full quarter wave vertical on 40 meters. And I also did try and do some listening on 15. And it is nice and quiet. We're about, not much more than a quarter mile off the highway. I believe there's power lines and stuff. It's not the big high power ones, just the regular old residential type. But I'm really not hearing any noise at all out here, so that's nice. So let's get our messages set up here and call CQ. cut. I should have given more like a 5. Buddy Dennis. Something's going on with this thing, it's not typing. It's going... CQ, parks on the air. This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray.
Alpha, India, 5, Uniform Quebec, park.
Yeah, Alpha, India 5, Uniform Quebec, park to park. Good morning. You are about a 5x6 here. Do you need my part numbers? I got 2 of them.
Roger. Now I've got 9912. I don't have the other part number.
The other part, 4449, 4449.
Roger, 4449. My part number is US 2805.
Roger on the 2805, and you are a 5x6.
Roger. You gave yourself a 5x6 friend in 73.
Alright, good luck. Have fun out there. 7-3.
73.
This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, CQ for parks on the air.
Kilo, Delta 8, Oscar Tango.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Tango. Nice signal, 5x7 here.
Alright, Jay, I've got you 57 Central Ohio. I have both your part numbers. Thanks for the activation. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for hunting. Sure appreciate it. And 7-3. Have a great weekend. This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, CQ for parks on the air.
November 5, Lima, Papa Romeo, park to park.
November 5 station.
November 5, Lima, Papa Romeo.
November 5, Lima, Papa Romeo. Yeah, you're about a 5x4. Did you say it was park to park?
You're about a 5-5 in the US 6364.
Roger on 6364. My parks are 9912, 9912, and 4449, 4449. QSL. Thanks for hunting. Good luck. Have fun in the park. 7-3. This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, parks on the air.
Kilo 4, Hotel Whiskey.
Kilo 4, Hotel Whiskey. Good morning. 5x6, 5-6 into the park.
Good morning, QSL. You're a 5-9 in Virginia.
Yeah, thanks Virginia. Thanks for hunting. Have a great weekend. 7-3.
7-3.
This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, CQ, parks on the air.
Zero, Echo Alpha Radio.
Was it Whiskey Zero again?
Whiskey Zero, Echo Alpha Radio.
Okay, I got it. Whiskey Zero, Echo Alpha Radio. About a 5-5 here in the park in South Alabama.
You're also 5-5 in Wisconsin. Whiskey.
Thanks for Wisconsin. Thank you for hunting. Have a great weekend. 7-3. This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, CQ for parks on the air. Kilo 4, Alpha Delta Sierra, about a 5-6 here in the park in South Alabama.
Yes, I have you 5-5, Central Florida. Over.
Yeah, thanks for Florida. Thanks for hunting. Have a great weekend. 7-3. Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray, CQ, parks on the air. Was a November 4, Charlie Golf? November 4, Charlie Golf Romeo. Got you in there. A light signal, maybe about a 4-3 here in the park.
Roger, got you like a 5-5. Back and forth, but you're doing good. Thank you very much for the contact. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for hunting. 7-3 and have a great weekend. This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray. Parks on the air. CQ, parks on the air. Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Uniform X-ray.
November 0, Romeo Charlie.
Alright. November 0 Romeo Charlie Papa. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Delta Uniform X-Ray. 5 and 5 here into the park in South Alabama.
Yeah, good morning, Jay. I just find in Colorado. Thanks for activating every day 7-3.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hunting. Have a great weekend. 7-3. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Delta Uniform X-Ray for Parks on the Air.
November 8, Lima, Zulu, India.
November 8 Lima Zulu India. 5x6 in the park, South Alabama.
Roger, Roger. You are also 5x6, 56 into southeastern Ohio. Thank you for your activation.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for hunting. Hope you have a great weekend. 7-3.
7-3.
Kilo Quebec 4 Delta Uniform X-Ray. CQ for Parks on the Air.
Kilo X-ray 4, Yankee, Quebec.
Kilo X-Ray 4 Yankee Quebec. About a 5x5 here in the park at South Alabama.
QSL, I got you 5x5 into Vector Alpha.
Thanks for Virginia. Thank you for hunting. Hope you have a great weekend. 7-3.
73.
Now we're on the off-center dipole. I got it up about between 45 and 50 feet on 40 meters. Well, I'm wrapping it up for the morning. I'm gonna go back to the house, and a couple of things going on today. As I mentioned earlier, the Islands on the Air contest. It's also the Alabama QSO party, so I may do a little bit of that from the house. And you know, I'm not a big contester, but I do like to hunt some and support the people that are out there trying to make contacts. Let's take a look at the setup again before I tear it down. So I put up the off-center dipole. So this is, it started out at an MFJ model, I think 4010, and it's basically the same, other than I have switched out the old bare copper clad wire with the silicone wire that's a lot easier to handle in the field. And I would say we're up about 45 feet maybe. So that performed pretty well. Did a little bit of a comparison. I started out with the vertical, the 40-meter quarter-wave vertical, and I did okay. I started out, but it seemed like signals were really hit and miss. Like they were either really strong or could barely hear them. So I'm not sure if what's going on, if that was just the conditions or the setup or whatever. I did try some 40 meters with this dipole, and I really didn't get anything. So I just think the band's not the greatest today. I also checked some of the other bands. I went to 10, 6, and 15. Really not a lot of action, even just listening. Didn't really see much, so I didn't make any contacts there. However, 20 meters did great. I've got a lot of California stations, you know, 5.9 in California, so this thing was making its way out west for sure. It got up into Quebec and some of the east coast of the US. 20 meters is always good. Parks on the Air, that's why it's usually fairly busy, but I'm gonna tear this thing down and head to the house. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been yet another ham radio video. This is JKQ4 DUX 73.